Hello, Herotaku Nation. I'm Wheelchair21, and in Transformers Month Movie Week, this is the last day, and this is Age of Extinction Leader Optimus Prime. Now, the new Optimus Prime pretty much had to go through an overhaul. He has a new truck because, they just thought, hey, we're going to need to revamp the character and design, so they went ahead and did that. Has a nice new truck design. I can't think of the actual name right now. I think it's a Windstar truck. It's pretty bitchin'. I don't like the fact that, a lot of the red is just basically in the front here and around the doors of the cab. I just know that it's a thing with CG is that red's a pain in the ass to shoot, as stated by Michael Bay. That's why, it's mostly blue. Makes sense. I understand. I get the thing. It saves costs. Overall, the truck has a nice ability to roll. It has beautiful chrome plating all around it. It actually has an Autobot logo, as you can see, only on one side, and also has a small Autobot logo built into the front grille of the truck. Now, honestly, I think that this toy isn't that great in vehicle form, even though it's a beautiful vehicle. I think the biggest issue is just because there's just this open back here for the upcoming re-release of the figure, which will have a trailer. It kind of pisses me off, that I'm going to end up probably buying a remold of just a brand new version of this Optimus or the first edition Optimus, but it's not that big of a deal whatsoever. The transformation for this, I'm going to skip over because, by now, people probably have bought this figure, gone fully in depth into how to transform it and what things to look out for, like the flying head syndrome. Anyways, let's move on to the actual robot itself. Now, I should say, Optimus Prime does not look crap screen accurate to his Age of Extinction mold. However, it is a good representation of how the character was in the film. Obviously, there are issues with his arms being too scrawny, as they are before he becomes technically Silver Knight Prime, or, Duke or Lord Optimus Prime, whatever you want to call it, as soon as he gets the Sword of Judgment. The Sword of Judgment itself is a different mold. It's using the original base design for Silver Knight Optimus, the concept they wanted to use for the climactic battle in the movie. His feet are a little bit different. His thighs bulk out, or I should say thighs and calves bulk out. The actual thigh plating is attached to the back, not really the actual figure. The shoulders are too long, elongated, not as bulky and short. There is too much back kibble, and there are missing paint apps all amongst the character and feature. The vector shield sometimes is tight in the socket or pops off when you try to rotate it to recreate certain ways of how he held the shield or how it rotated on his forearm from the movie. Honestly, these are all, I should say, cons to the figure, but overall, it is a good representation for the character. Would I recommend it? Yes. Get it when it's cheap. Get it while it's affordable for a price around maybe $28 to $35. Don't get it for the overall price of $40 to $45. It is an awesome toy to have. It has a beautiful truck mode. It has an alright beautiful robot mode. And it's being reprinted a couple of more times throughout the year, whether it be in its full-on silver paint job alongside the first edition, whether it be along with the trailer, whether it be with the platinum edition with the nice leader Grimlock with the more accurate paint scheme. Honestly, I do think that Hasbro needs to stop cheaping out on the paint jobs, which are being missed in the shoulders, the forearms, and in the thighs, because it really is a drag not seeing a lot more finer details in the figure, or I should say paint apps on the figure. It really kind of hurts the character. And if you are going to overhaul and remake the figure, you're going to need to take off a lot of this back kibble and make new plates for his, waist to do the whole gimmick of how the character looked in the climactic battle in the film's resolve. Honestly, I like the toy. I like having it. It's a good representation. I will reiterate. I enjoy it. I can't wait, though, to eventually waste a crap ton of money on Ultimate Optimus Prime from Takara, which will have full-on redesigned arms to be thicker and bulkier. He'll have a new chest panel, a new chest piece altogether, and from what I hear, 3 optional heads, a redesigned head with the faceplate, a designed face with the mask open, and the original one as you see here. The Vector Shield is getting a slight remold and just and modification. Along with that, this port, which you see only on the left arm, will be placed on both arms. It will actually be featured on both arms in the reprint and the redesign for the upcoming Takaro figure. And the actual Sword of Judgment here that he used in the film will be more accurate to its on-screen representation. Now, I will say, I do like, though, how this design is. It looks really nice, and it looks more like a Star Saber, like it was intended to be. And I really think that having this awesome yellow is a great, great thing, because, you know, it lights up, it heats up, and it can cut through anything. I just think that the hilt being clear, it's stupid. It should have just been painted over like I think the rest of the sword is, just because it would look a lot nicer and more accurate to what a sword should look like. The Platinum Edition comes with a beautiful blue. I prefer that one. I can't wait to maybe get the Platinum Edition. I really like Age of Extinction. I really like the toy line. I think it's really easy to get. There's not that many characters. The figures are going on sale. They're selling out, and they're really affordable. It's the one good thing about this movie. It's the one good thing about this toy line. I will say I like, though, that they're cutting back on a bit of the accuracy of the character to give us more articulation in it. I think that hurts, but it helps, you know, with a kid who wants to actually play with the toy, rather than having, you know, joints be hinged and locked into certain areas where it doesn't move like a normal, humane, physical structure has. It's just one of those knocks and cons I have. I hope Revoltech makes an accurate representation like they did the Dark of the Moon Prime, and I can't wait to get the dual model kit and the Ultimate Takara version, which you can probably find reviews if they're all made and I can all afford on my YouTube channel, Wheelchair21. Anyways, this will wrap up our Movieverse week with Age of Extinction Leader Optimus Prime. I recommend people get it when it's affordable. Don't rush out and get it. You'll enjoy it, you'll love it, and it's just Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is that badass leader that we really love to see kick ass, and the movies really do him justice. They make him just the true leader that pretty much everyone in the 80s held him to in that regard, while giving him a better and more defined character. Anyways, we have a few more reviews for you to close out this month, provided by the entire department of Herotaku's toy reviewers. Anyways, we'll see you next time with more Transformers reviews for Transformers Month. See you, Herotaku. Enjoy.